Now, clearly, the show that is up next on my radar, that I think everybody in this room, all of us, probably most of you guys at home too, coming up in like 10 days. 10 days. The Last of Us. The Last of Us hits HBO Max. Couple things to be really excited. 3 reasons to be absolutely thrilled and excited for this show. Number 1, it's based on a video game that has, I think, the best narrative story ever in the history of video games. So that's number 1. Number 2, it's being done by the showrunner of Chernobyl, probably the best miniseries of the last 20 years. So you got that guy doing it.
Craig Mazin.
Amazing. Number 3, HBO is the gold standard of excellent television programming. Netflix does series really, really great too. Others can do well as well, but HBO is still the de facto gold standard. So you put those things together, doesn't guarantee the show's going to be great. Who knows? Maybe it won't, but it gives us every reason to be excited. Well, now it looks like HBO, they thought they had a winner in there too because they put their money where their mouth is. According to reports that are coming out now, The Last of Us has a higher budget than the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. Apparently, season 1 of this show was budgeted around $100 million, which again, if you're used to talking in motion picture money, that sounds like a mid-level picture. But for a series, that is still quite on the high end. And when you know, Rob, when I heard that number, whenever we talk about budgets, right, particularly big budgets, the first question we usually ask ourselves is, do I see it? And once I read that number, that they put like $100 million into this thing for its production, you think back to the trailers and the clips we've seen, and you know what? You see it. You see it in the detail of the world. I'm not even talking about the visual effects.
No, I know.
The scope of it and the detail and just the immersiveness of that world. And I thought back immediately to those trailers. I thought, yep, I can see it. I can see. And how many episodes do they say it is? I can't remember if it's 8 or 10.
Hopefully 10.
But like if it's like putting $10 million per episode, it's like, yeah, I can see it. It also means we won't have giant CGI battles that rage for a half hour and destroying cities. But I mean, I think that's great to hear. Anyway, you hear about the budget of this thing. What did you think?
Well, like you said, it's clearly up on the screen. And, you know, I felt that when you have someone like Craig Mazin, who has been an industry veteran now for the better part of 25 years, more than that even, he really knows how, he's learned how to, over that time, to maximize his dollar. And if you looked at Chernobyl, the production values of Chernobyl were outstanding. There was never talk about peak verisimilitude. I mean, this show benefits from everything that he's gleaned over the years about how to make something like this. And just from the trailers, John, I mean, this looks epic. It looks huge. It looks sprawling. Obviously,
look at that.
Yeah. I mean, great effects. You don't. And the thing is, this. I mean, The Last of Us, as far as gamers are concerned, it's like the creme de la creme. It's the best of the best. It's as far as gaming and storytelling put together. And if they've screwed it up, it would have been bad. And so I think they knew what they had to do. They knew how important this was. What?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Joey Bishop is complaining to her mama.
No, I just think that it needed to be great. And they know it needs to be great. That's why Craig Mazin was involved, and that's why HBO spent the money.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess, Aaron, that you did not do a complete playthrough of both Last of Us games.
Oh, yeah, I made it to the end every time.
Tom is probably very aware of this.
I got to the castle, I saved the princess, and yeah, I smashed Last of Us.
But I'm sure Tom is very aware of this show.
In television gaming console.
But you
like
hear
that
about this.
Yeah,
it's
Robert
an
Byron
HBO
is what I'm
series.
talking about with the Intellivision.
You've seen the trailers. We see the budget numbers. What's your takeaway from this?
I mean, first, this is not surprising for a number of reasons. You know, HBO is always on the lookout for their next epic show. And you're absolutely right. I concur everything that you said about Craig Mazin. If you have not seen Chernobyl, it has to be on your must-watch list just for the sheer beauty of the storytelling and telling what was really a complicated story with many, many layers. He did in such a way that was easy to understand, but wasn't dumbed down and did not shy away from the brutality of the situation. And that's what we're going to be seeing I believe, in The Last of Us is a lot of that bold storytelling that is not afraid of really getting dirty and in your face, is going to be able to break down complicated themes and ideas in a way that is palatable, but also doesn't, not dumbing down for an audience. And then you look at the cast. I mean, starting at the top with Pedro Pascal, who really is just shining bright these days. I mean, anything he touches, people want to see. Bella Ramsey, who was fantastic in Game of Thrones. I love that she is the second lead of this. We're really going to get to see her shine in a way that we were hinted at in Game of Thrones. We obviously have Murray Bartlett, who was great in the first season of White Lotus. Melanie Linsky, who is on Yellow Jackets, and the list goes on and on and on of really talented performers. So I'm excited about this. And they also probably, when they're doing these budgets, they're not just arbitrarily throwing money out. They're looking at the script breakdowns, what the story is going to be. They do all the numbers. They have bean counters in the office that are running the numbers on this. And I think that they know what they're doing. I'm excited about it. And these numbers just tell us that this is one that should absolutely be on our watch list.
It looks to me like it's going to be the type of show that's like Andor. Anne was mentioning it to me. We were talking about Andor, and she said one of the great things about Andor is if you don't like Star Wars, even though Mandalorian's great, you may not get into Mandalorian. You may get, because she said Andor is the type of show that even if you don't like Star Wars, it's just a great show. And I have a feeling they're going for the same thing in The Last of Us. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It sounds like HBO's not just got a big IP, they're putting money behind it as well. Where's your anticipation level right now for The Last of Us? It's only 10 days away. Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. Guys, me and my wife Ann are both working professionals, and so sometimes coordinating dinner time can be a real pain. But with HelloFresh, it makes dinner time fun, easy, and nutritious. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip those trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Now, guys, we've all got New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals, and HelloFresh is here to help you achieve them. Skip the grocery store and take control of your time and budget with delicious recipes delivered right to your door. With HelloFresh, you get fast and fresh recipes. HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. Enjoy taste and quality done quick with recipes like falafel power bowls, seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, or Southwest pork and bean burritos. So guys, go to HelloFresh.com/Campea21 and use the promo code Campea21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Campea21 and use the promo code Campea21.